Hello, it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to share 5 common two-handed backhand mistakes. I'm even going to first test you in your ability to notice me demonstrating them, kind of turning you into a coach. How good is your eye as a tennis coach? And in order to demonstrate this, I'm actually going to be using the Topspin Pro. This thing's an incredible product for teaching topspin. If you're a coach, a parent, or a player, you need to pick up one of these. I am an affiliate. You can check out my affiliate link in the description below. All right, let's get right to it. I'm going to hit on the Topspin Pro, and I want you to notice me demonstrating the first of the 5 mistakes. This is a big one and really, really common. You ready? Let's see how good of a coach you are to notice this common mistake. It's got actually, with this mistake that I'm demonstrating, it's actually hard to hit on the Topspin Pro the way I'm demonstrating. Can you see the mistake? One more. I'll show it to you from the front as well. Give you a slightly different opportunity. This is the view I see of my students when I just kind of feed them balls or rally with them. So did you see it? It has to do with my grip. I still have my forehand grip. Most players I see who struggle with their two-handed backhand are not changing their grip enough or at all. When you are right-handed, you have to take your right hand, which is going to be usually on your topspin grip, topspin forehand grip, you've got to turn it so that your hand is more on top of the racket. Specifically, we want to take the base knuckle of our index finger and our heel pad and put them on the second panel. The top panel being number 1, the second panel being panel number 2, or bevel 2. Again, you've got to have your racket on its edge in order to do that. So you've got to change your grip. When you change your grip, it actually helps you to get your racket face square against the back of the ball. I see players all the time with their forehand grip, and it actually leads to them having an open racket, and then the ball takes off. The reason you've got to use different grips on your ground strokes is to help square up the racket face against the back of the ball. Did you notice that? That is a really, really common mistake. And if you self-evaluate video footage or even just shadow swinging on your backhand, you're going to see a big difference in your game if you weren't changing your grip, and now you are. All right, I'm going to demonstrate this one without the Topspin Pro. Okay. You hit the ball to me, and this is what I look like. I'm going to change my grip now. All right, so I'm going to fix that. Watch this. See the problem? See it? A super late take back. I'm waiting till the last possible second, panicking, yanking my racket back, and then smacking forward. When you watch the best backhands in the world, let's take Novak Djokovic. The moment Novak Djokovic sees the ball coming to his backhand, take Serena Williams as well, they begin the take back. See, players confuse early take back with a fast take back. Right? You don't want to get that confused. It's like there's a difference between leaving your house early in the morning and driving fast. Those are 2 different ideas. Typically, the earlier you leave your house, the slower you get to drive because you're relaxed and on time. When you turn early, you get to take your time. When you wait until the last second and the ball's literally like a couple feet away from you and you quick yank your racket back and forward, it makes you erratic, it makes you inconsistent, and especially against fast, deep hitters, especially if they have topspin as well, you're really going to struggle. So what you need to do is the moment you see the ball come to you on the backhand side, begin the take back. That doesn't mean you have to yank it back as fast as possible. Remember, when you leave your house early in the morning, you get to take your time. When you leave the ready position, you get to take your time and then swing. So as soon as you split step and see the ball coming to you on the backhand side, begin the take back. Take your time. Now, if you begin the take back and the ball is really slow, it's kind of popping up, then you can wait back here. You want to wait back here and then swing. Don't wait in the ready position. Too hard to calculate the timing on that swing. All right, did you get that one? The late take back, super common. All right, here is mistake number 3. Let's see how well you recognize this. This should be pretty easy. I'm kind of going, not in order of difficulty, but I'm going in order of the swing, right? What happens first, what happens next. So now we're not just doing the grip or the timing of the backswing, but we're doing, what are we doing? The shape of the backswing. So you'll notice my racket is drawing the letter U from my ready position. I'm going from the ready position, which is up, to down, scraping the ground basically, then bringing the back up again, bringing the racket back up again. When my racket's up and the racket is above my hands, it's best just to turn that way. If my goal is to get to here, I want to get there in the least amount of time possible, especially if the ball's coming in fast, I'm playing doubles and I'm kind of back and somebody poaches or crushes an overhead. I don't want to take the long way to here. I want to take the shortest distance. Also, when I go straight back, my racket gets to continue around and drop. Both swings got to here, absolutely. But the one that went down, I had to go up to get to here, so I have to stop to go back down. That stoppage slows me down, obviously, makes me late against fast and better players. So if you're a beginner and you're going down and then up, not a big deal, because usually your opponents are hitting the ball a little slower. But as you get better in your level of play, if you're still going down, you're going to be late. So film yourself hitting backhands and work on keeping the racket up. That way, when you get to here, when you're going back, you just get to turn the corner, and it's like the C swing that you have on the forehand. The forehand C swing, there's a backhand C swing as well. So practice keeping the racket up. 2 heads are better than 1. 2-headed monster. Keep the racket head up. Keep the ice cream in the cone. Simple things, right? Helium balloon, really easy to understand. Keep the racket head up, tip of the racket pointing up, then drop down and hit. All right, mistake number 3. I'm actually going to film this and demonstrate this from the back. All right, you ready? Here we go. I don't mean to turn my back on you, but this is going to be the best view for it. All right. See it? Super common. Players who make this mistake can't get topspin consistently. Did you notice it? I'm going to stop right at that moment when I make the mistake. Ready? I'll go slowly. I'm going slowly. All right, do you start seeing a problem? Do you start seeing a problem? Look at my racket. It's on edge. When your racket is on edge at the bottom of the drop, it will lead to having an open racket face at contact. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments down below from people saying, well, Agassi didn't close his racket face that much. You're right, you're right. And a lot of people, when they eat donuts, they don't get a big belly. But guess what? I've been eating a lot of donuts lately. I feel like I could shed a couple pounds, right? We're all different. And what I've noticed, just being honest, I love donuts. What I've noticed is, as an amateur player, the need to close the racket, which means tilt the strings down, to help ensure a square racket against the back of the ball is necessary. I don't see 3.0 tennis players, 3.5 tennis players, average tennis players ripping topspin with an on-edge racket the way Agassi was able to do. What I do see is the average tennis players, those who watch my videos, really benefiting from a closed racket that's below the ball so you can roll up the back and get that ball spinning over itself. I know I've showed you this before, but just look at the ball spin. That's the beauty of, sorry, just hit the tripod. That's the beauty of the Topspin Pro, is the ball spins. So you get to see and feel it. That's what I'm trying to create when I hit a tennis ball and I'm playing a match. I'm trying to get the ball to spin over itself. That pulls the ball down into the court. So close the racket face at about, think like 30 degrees, 45 degrees. Think of it that way, right? If you look at Novak Djokovic closes his racket nearly 45 degrees on his two-handed backhand, and his backhand is incredible, right? So close the face and brush up the back of the ball. The amount of spin and height you can create over the net, but then safely bring the ball down into the court is amazing. All right, did you get that one? That was a little harder. Last one. I'll show this to you from the front. All right, here we go. I'm going to change my grip. I'm going to turn early. I'm going to keep my racket up. I'm going to close the face, but there's still going to be a mistake. And what's the mistake going to be? Ready? I actually missed the ball because of this mistake. That's a great demonstration. See the mistake? I mean, it's so easy to see. Look at my elbows. When you hit the ball, you don't want to feel like you're doing bicep curls. You don't want to feel like you're doing bicep curls. You want to lift. And if you notice, my arms are extended. Now, they can be slightly bent. Some players have them straight. Some players have them slightly bent. I like hitting backhands with slightly bent elbows. But I'm lifting from my shoulders, and I'm going up. Now, I'm in my basement right now, but I'm going to go straight to the ceiling, like above me. Topspin is a vertical spin, so it's going to be created by a vertical swing, right? I can't swing across and produce topspin. I'm going to produce topspin from a low to high swing. So I don't want to bend my elbows because it shortens my contact zone. In fact, remember, the very first time I demonstrated this shot, I just swung and missed. Just a minute ago. Watch it again. I swung and missed because I was trying to demonstrate bending my elbows, and I didn't even mean to swing and miss. If you're going to swing and miss on a stationary ball, just imagine if the ball is moving and with pace and with spin and you're off balance. Doing this is not going to be in your best interest. So you want to do what's called air the armpits. You'll notice my armpits are exposed. You can see my armpits. My hands are higher than my head. That's what Novak does. Novak goes up and his armpits are exposed to the camera and his hands go way up into the air, and then he drops like this, like a hobo on a hike. Like that's how he does it. He goes up, 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 then he relaxes. But don't worry about the relaxation. That's not what makes Novak Novak. What makes Novak Novak is the upward swing and airing the armpits, exposing the armpits. Again, check out the affiliate link in the description below of the Topspin Pro. This thing is unreal. And if you're a coach, this is absolutely mandatory, I would say, in getting one of these, because the level of play of your students and the learning curve for learning topspin and increasing your business because they're having more success, this is a no-brainer. So check out the Topspin Pro affiliate link in the description. So we're going to change our grip. We're going to turn early when we see the ball coming to our backhand. We're going to make sure that the racket stays up when we turn early on our backhand, where the tip of the racket is pointing up all the way back. We're going to make sure that when we drop the racket, we close it. And we're with that closed racket, then we can safely and confidently swing up, exposing our armpits to our opponents. Did you get them? How well did you do? Let me know how many of them you got right in the comments below. These videos are so much fun. I am so excited. This was actually a suggestion by someone to make a video testing your ability to notice mistakes. So I'm going to go through all the strokes with this. So I'm super excited. If you fix these 5 two-handed backhand mistakes, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.